I think we can call this a baby step in the right direction. A while ago, I shot a video on loot boxes and gambling. And the main crux of that video, app stores are just as responsible for the worst aspects of microtransactions as the game developers who employ random number generating events. Well, we're now seeing the next step in this conversation. A story coming out of Apple Insider, at least that's where I first read it. Apple is facing a class action lawsuit on how they promote and profit from games that use loot boxes and slot machine style mechanics. This is a quote from the article that's directly from the complaint filed. Not unlike Big Tobacco's Joe Camel advertising campaign, Apple relies on creating addictive behaviors in kids to generate huge profits for the company. Over the last 4 years, defendants' App Store games have brought in billions of dollars, even though the vast majority of the games are free to download. And I think this is the next appropriate step to help us address one of the ugliest mechanics in gaming today, tying player progression to random number slot machine style mechanics and attaching those mechanics to real world currency. I'm really not interested in a granular debate. The science in the study is still lean, but reading up on addictive behavior, it seems so far that the payout is irrelevant. If you pour money into a random event, it doesn't seem to matter if you get money back, a skin, a character upgrade, a potato, a gun. The brain seems to light up at the feeling of winning something. And when it comes to actual gambling, we limit this activity to adults because we recognize how powerful a response this winning sensation is. We should be doing the same for gaming. And I'm not saying we should eliminate gacha and RNG, but we have a serious disconnect between game ratings and appropriate game mechanics for all ages titles. Right now, game ratings seem to focus mostly on story content. We're only just now seeing the ESRB label random events on games, but it doesn't change the rating. So if I put a ton of gore or nudity into a game, it'll get a mature or adults only rating. That makes sense. It's just like movies rated R or rated NC-17. But if I put a bunch of gambling mechanics into a game with a safe storyline, that game can still be rated E for everyone. And that's where we have a problem. If a grown-up wants to throw cash away on a digital wood chipper with ridiculously low odds of a payout, I think they should be allowed to do that. But I'm increasingly concerned about priming younger and younger audiences, training them to think that RNG is how gaming should work. Sure, EA FIFA is rated for ages 4 and up. But I think I'll be keeping my daughter on Khan Academy Kids for a while longer yet. Going after the companies that distribute these games seems the only way that we can drag the ESRB into more appropriate ratings for games and taking both story content and monetization mechanics properly into consideration. I hope we see this kind of legal action impact Apple. Google should be facing similar scrutiny, and any other distribution outlet that gets a cut of microtransactions should be more proactive in properly alerting consumers to game content. Just a quick follow-up editorial. It's a story I think we should be continuing to pay attention to, and I want to throw this out down in the comments right now. What are your favorite games to play that monetize without this kind of RNG garbage? Let's use this as an opportunity to spread the word on developers worth supporting. As always, thanks so much for watching, sharing, subscribing, and I'll catch y'all on the next video.